If you think mating one puzzles are easy, then accept my challenge. I will be giving you 6 mating one puzzles, and if you can solve all of this, then you win. Let's go. So we'll start with the most basic one. We will start with level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and level 6. If you can solve all of them, then you are really great, or maybe you have seen the puzzles. So let me know in the chat how many of these puzzles are you able to solve. So we'll start with our most basic level 1 puzzle. This is level 1 puzzle made in 1. You can pause the video. You have 15 seconds to solve this within 15 seconds. Okay, now I think you have solved it, so we'll talk about the solution. So here it's mating 1. If you give any check like this with this, it will blocks the check with this, like on this rank. So it's not going to be mating 1. So to figure out that, we need to understand that the rook should be depending on this rank, and this rook should be giving the check to the king, which can only happen if we long castle, and that's the checkmate. So the first puzzle is solved. Let's go to the next puzzle. Level 2. This was easy one. I hope you could have solved this in 15 seconds. Let's go to level 2. This is also a mating 1 puzzles. You can see the queen is defending the knight. The knight is covering this square, and you need to checkmate the king. So here, what is the possible way to checkmate the king? We don't have any checks like this. This check does not really work. Even if you give this check, king can go there, so that's also not mating 1. Even if you give this check, queen can capture that. So everything, like in any way, this is not going to be mating 1 in normal conditions. So the only way this can be a mating 1 is that if something checks from this diagonal, that can happen, which is with this bishop. This bishop can do checkmate in this mating 1. Like let's say the bishop checks, this square gets covered, or this gets covered, this square is getting covered by the knight, and that is mating 1. So we deduce the mating 1 that the last move played by black is this, and now we do in passant, and that is how this bishop opens up, and that's the checkmate. So this was level 2. The puzzle will be getting difficult and difficult. Let's see. Let's go to level 3. This is level 3 where you will be having many pieces, and now you will have some time limit. Like let's say this puzzle you can solve in 60 seconds. If you can solve this, then pause the video and solve the puzzles in 16 seconds. So now we'll be talking about the solution. We are playing as white, and it says black, white to move, and black king is here. So what's the solution of the puzzle? Like maybe I can also not open up my first try. I don't know. I forgot this honestly. So what we see here, first of all, is that bishop is covering this square, these squares. This bishop is doing some job covering this square. This pawn is covering this square. This pawn is not defended for now. Sorry, defended by the kid, covering that. This square is covered by the queen. This bishop is attacking this. Our white king is this. So we can't really move like this because of the pin. So what's the only way to do the checkmate? If we deliver this check, let's calculate. This is the first check that comes to my mind. Bro blocks like this, so that's not possible quite. So the only check that can lead to checkmate is like this queen is pinned. Let's see this like this. So if we deliver this check, then the queen cannot block like this, and that is what I think should be a checkmate. So let's say I give this, and it's just a check. Oh, sorry. Okay, the rook can block. Okay, sorry. So I can also not solve this that easily. So let's think in a correct way. Okay, now I figured out the correct way. So the correct move is queen here check, and that's actually the checkmate. There's nobody to block this. So yeah, this is the solution. It's also mating 1. And you have just to see all the squares, like all the possibilities. There are many pieces, so it is kind of more confusing. So you will be given these puzzles in some sort of time limit, so you have to solve this. But like if you have enough time, then you can solve any type of mating 1 puzzles by like knowing all the legal moves. Let's go to the next level. Here also we utilize some pins, but this was a little bit complex position. But next time we'll be having some easy position. So this is an easy position, and here you have to do mating 1 again. To see this bishop is this bishop is defending the knight. This bishop is defending this knight. We have a queen here, and remember that if you can't deliver this checkmate because the queen is pinned to the king, and the bishop is cannot capture the queen even because this is pinned to this. So if you see all of this these things, now you can solve the puzzles in very quick. See this bishop is not going to move. out of this rank. So even the queen is attacked by the bishop, the queen is actually not getting captured by the bishop because you cannot move because of this pin. So anything like knight moves or anything like that, it is not possible as a checkmate. So here, like everything is defended. This is where is, I mean, knight is covering this square, knight is covering this square, bishops are there, everything is covered. So we deliver this check, queen here check, and that's checkmate. Because yeah, it's attacked, but you cannot capture it because of the pin, and that's the mate. So this was our 1, 2, 3 level 4 puzzles, and level 5 will be similar, but it will be a little tough. Again, similar thing, like it's similar. Let's go. This is a mating one. This puzzle was even challenged to some grandmasters like Humpy Koneru, and they also even took some time. So you can like try solving these puzzles within a time limit of like let's say 35 seconds. You can pause the video and you can start solving this. So here we will again see this is a similar puzzle to last time. If you can see here, last time this queen is pinned to the king, and this bishop is attacking the queen. But again, this is a pin. So yeah, this is indeed. I mean, this is the best move, and that's a checkmate because this is always defended. What is defending that? By this rook, and this pawn, everything is covered. This square is covered by the bishop here. This square is covered by the knight here. This square is covered by the rook. Everything is covered, and that's the checkmate. Let's see what's the beauty. This kid is attacking this, which can capture it. We cannot capture it because of this pin. This queen is also looking at it, but it cannot capture because this queen is also pinned. So even two of the pieces are attacking at this g3 square. None of them can capture this. And that's the beauty of mating one puzzles. So oftentimes we get confused by mating one puzzles, and we feel the mating one puzzles are really easy, but that's not the case. Sometimes it's hard in terms of time travel. Like if you have some time pressure, you are given a time limit, then the same puzzle can be really tough, like this one and other that you found earlier. Now we have the last level 6 puzzle. I have actually uploaded this on my channel. Maybe I'm not sure if I uploaded this or not, but this is also a mating one puzzles, and it is really tough. It's the final level, and let's see. This is a puzzle which is mating one, and this is the final puzzle. You can pause the video, take 1 minute or even 2 minutes. Even if you can solve this puzzle in 2 minutes, still that's a great one. So yeah, even if you can solve this puzzle in 2 minutes, and still that's great. So pause the video and go for the solution. Okay, I will talk about the solution. So now I didn't say you which side to move. As I'm playing from white, maybe it's white to move. So white can deliver a check like this, other check like this. None of the checks or anything promotion like this. None of them does mate in one. But I'm asking you, this puzzle is mate in one. So we'll ask, like we'll think about once. Wait, is it black to move? So I have to like, what's the proof that it is black to move? So we can deduce this very easily. Like let's see what was the last move of black. Because if it is white to move, then black has surely made a move at the last point. Last turn. So what was his move? This rook cannot move there out of nowhere because everywhere it's blocked. It cannot move. So this king probably moved from here. But king could not exist here because of the pawn here. So let's say if pawn delivers check, the rook was also here. Knight was also covering this square. So this king could not be even here, could not be anywhere. So it's very sure that the last move was done by white and it is actually black to move. And now black has few choices to move. Let's see what are the choices with the king. And this rook can capture this. That is the only move with the rook. So if a rook captures this, then this is a checkmate. You just covered your only escape square. So that was the only legal move with the rook. Now with the king there are two legal moves. One is this, another is this. If you capture this, then promoting to a knight must be a checkmate. Yeah, it is. And if you capture this kid, okay, so now we need to checkmate. And if you promote to a queen, that's not checkmate because this is escape square. So we need to cover this escape square. So promotion to a knight again delivers this check, and this is defended, and like this is also covered. It's in a check, so that's final checkmate. Okay, how was these mating one puzzles? If you found them beautiful, then now tomorrow I'll be bringing mating 2 puzzles. Do watch them as well, and tell me how many of these you could solve and how could you solve this. by your understanding or by your memory, like you have seen this puzzle somewhere else. So let me know those things in the chat. And if you found this video beautiful or like good one, then hit that like button, subscribe. You can do all the things what are needed. And yeah, the most important thing is share the video with some of your friends, families. Bye bye. Have a good time. See you in the other video. For now, this video ends. Again, 3, 2, and 1.